Here we are, Disney Villainous, bigger and badder, Madam Mim. Welcome to the Sword and the Stone. So, here we have a different setup. Once again, this character is actually very easy to play, very fun to play, but can quickly lose. You can get run over very easily with proper fates. So, let's get into the locations first. Here we have the woods, Madam Mim's cottage, the dueling grounds, and the swamp. The locations. Now, you need to know, this is a transformation deck. A little different than the Fate deck, which is over here. Transformation deck has all of Merlin's transformations. You start the game with the first one in play. You win by defeating all of Merlin's transformations. It's not a start your turn. It is just a straight, you defeat the last one, you win. Now, in this deck, Madam Mim's deck, you will not find allies. You also will not find heroes. It is all about the transformations on this one. When it comes to the transformations, they can only be defeated a certain way. The caterpillar in play, you must use a chicken. So you're going to make sure that your figurine is where you can vanquish. Then you can vanquish the caterpillar with the chicken. Now, as soon as you take out a transformation, the next one comes into play. The walrus can only be defeated by the elephant. Now that we're talking about transformations, let's take a look at all the transformations. Merlin's transformations. We have the caterpillar, the walrus, the fox, the goat, the crab, the turtle, and the mouse. Madam Mim transformations. We have chicken, elephant, fox, purple dragon, rhinoceros, crocodile, rattlesnake, and tiger. So when you're doing all the vanquishes, and you're getting rid of Merlin's, which gets rid of your own, and the new one comes into play, you then have to follow up by making sure that your transformation that can defeat it is in play. So, as you saw, there's many transformations, all of which that have one that can take it out. Now, when there's a mouse in play, you actually have a choice. Madam Mim has a snake and a tiger. Now, the way that I've seen it is they made two that can take out the mouse, so you can always have a character sitting off to the side that you can use to vanquish. Like, you can always put these here and use it to take out all the transformations. Or have one over here, so that way you can move them around. Because moving them around will become very possible when you start getting fated. With knowledge and wisdom, move any Merlin transformation in Madam Mim's realm to a new location. So you can just do this. Let's pretend that all of these are gone. So you moved the mouse. You wouldn't move it to a place that you could be taken out, but while that's there, Archimedes could get used, which is, for some reason, an effect, not a hero. This card has a lot of writing on it. I'm just going to simplify it. You grab the top of the deck and you put it at the location that has a Merlin transformation. You then take the previous transformation and you put it back in the deck and shuffle it. So it's no longer in play. Merlin could be used as an effect, randomly choose one card from the transformation discard pile and put it back into Merlin's transformation deck. Shuffle the transformation deck. So someone that's been taken out just gets put right back in. And finally, for fate cards, the Bird Arthur. Madam Mim discards her hand and draws 2 cards. Now that might seem like I'm rushing through the amount of fate cards, but that's actually all the fate cards. There's only 7. So you're going to be shuffling that deck, the fate deck, quite often if your opponents are, mean. Oh, I apologize. I did leave one out. Germ Merlin. In effect, discard a Madam Mim transformation from Madam Mim's realm. So that was also in there. But you have your own cards that you can use. There are a lot of condition cards, a lot of effect cards, but these 3 are the ones that I really wanted to talk about. We have I'm Not Cheating, which is look at the top 2 cards of the Merlin transformation deck, return them to the top of the deck in any order. So you can choose which transformation comes out next. Maybe you have the card that can take it out already in play, so you just want to quickly get that done and over with. You can play I'll Make the Rules. Defeat any Merlin transformation in Madam Mim's realm. That one is a bit of a pricey card, but definitely a useful one. And the one that I really enjoy having available, there are 3 copies of it in the deck, is Wizard's Duel. Draw the top card from the Merlin transformation deck and play it to the dueling grounds. So you can have a second Merlin transformation or a third or a fourth. As long as you really want to keep all your Madam Mim transformations in play, you can just keep taking out the Merlin ones. This deck, as I said, can be a lot of fun. You just have to make sure that you always have a way to vanquish, and you should be able to take the win. Speaking of taking the win, let's see if me playing as Madam Mim can take the win as I go solo in a 20-turn Wizard's Duel. We'll see you guys soon.